Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for September. Hope everyone's August went well. Let's just get right into talking about the channel. We've got Breath of Fire 2 and Fallout 2 both ongoing. I think Breath of Fire 2 will be wrapping up this month. I don't think Fallout 2 will be wrapping up this month. But both of them are nearing completion, and we'll move on to something else. Last month also saw the start of Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions. That was a Patron's Choice Let's Play, chosen by submissions from Patreon supporters, and then voted on first initially by them to narrow down the field, and then over here on YouTube. And I do one of those every year. There is a current goal reward on Patreon. We'll talk about that when I get to that point in the update, but right now that is this year's Patron's Choice reward for everyone who has been supporting the channel. Their names are, of course, scrolling by on the bottom. I want to thank them once again for all the support that they've been giving me. It is just tremendous. I greatly appreciate it, and there really aren't words to convey that enough. I try every month, and every month I feel like I fall short. So, thank you all. It really does mean a lot to me. This month also saw the start of a new stream, Dragon Quest Builders 2. I got a PlayStation 4 last month. I know some people would probably have recommended me get the Switch version for portability, but I don't go anywhere. The main thing is that there are some other games on the PlayStation 4 that I want to get eventually, and I also know more people with the PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest Builders 2, so if I do any multiplayer, that would play into that, and I don't believe there is cross-platform compatibility, which is a shame. So I've been enjoying that tremendously. It's tons of fun, extremely addictive. Highly recommend the game to anyone considering getting it. It is a lot of fun. In addition, we've got the Stellaris Megacorp multiplayer with Mysterious JG and Zerfall. Do check out their channels if you haven't yet. I know that they would appreciate that. It's been great fun. We're going to be wrapping up this month, I think, just based on what's left to do in the game. We're nearing the end date anyway, and the endgame crisis should be spawning, that sort of thing, so that should be wrapping up. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, the stream footage just started going live here on YouTube a couple days ago as well. I have completed that game. I did finish it entirely. Not well, but I finished it. And following that, a Link to the Past stream footage will be going live as well. If you want to watch to the end of that beforehand, you can, of course, go watch the VODs on Twitch. Those are pretty much always available. So for those who are, want to catch up on that, rather than wait for the videos to go live here on YouTube, you can certainly do so. And then, of course, there is a new adventure that we've started in the Spelljammer campaign, and that those videos are going live as well. So that's basically it for the channel. If you want to catch any of the live streams, the Spelljammer adventure is streamed from noon Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays, and again over on Twitch. And Dragon Quest Builders 2, my scheduled stream is Mondays from 4 p.m. to sometime after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I tend to go longer, and lately I have had some extra streams of that because it is such an addictive game. Of course, that also means that I'll probably finish it sooner than I expected, I planned, which means that I'll have to find something new to stream after that. One of the reasons I got it is because it's like, oh yeah, I'll be playing this for months. I don't have to worry about thinking of a new game to play on stream. And it's so fun. It's actually been very positively received. I've had really some of my record viewership days because of that, which is just absolutely brilliant. I really appreciate all the new people who've found me through the streams, and it it really is fantastic. Thank you guys for enjoying it. That's primarily it for the YouTube's stuff. Of course, remember that I have categories of playlists here. If you want to, you just want to see what console RPGs I've played, you can go through that. That sort of thing. If you go onto the playlists tab up at the top, you can either get the all playlists, or you can go down to active series, console RPGs, so you can quickly get to any of these that way. And that'll, rather than having to go through all of this, they're also categorized. So if you go to the console RPGs, they're grouped. I got the Xeno games there, the Suikoden games, and the Final Fantasy games, and the Dragon Quest games. So they're all grouped, related games. So it's pretty easy to find, the stuff that you want to see. Check out what I've played, that sort of thing. So do check those out, and chances are, if you're wondering about a video that's missing that you can't find, it's probably there, and it's probably just not showing up in the search results for whatever reason. Use the playlist. That's the recommendation. That's my recommendation. There are some videos that have been blocked for like music reasons, primarily in the Gundam series and Xenosaga 2. I haven't taken the time to try to get the Xenosaga 2 videos unblocked because I kind of need to write up a fair use letter to submit to try to get those unblocked, and it's always, you got to go with legalese and stuff like that, and it's just a bit of a pain. But I'm going to try to get those unblocked this month. I'm not going to try to get the Gundam ones unblocked because I'm pretty sure that's not going to, the fair use argument's not going to fly with those. So I've long been considering some alternative method for getting those viewed, posted somewhere, but I don't really know how to make those available at the point that they get blocked and stuff like that, and make it easy to watch. There just aren't that many other alternate services and stuff like that. So it's something that's been, in the back of my mind for a while, and I just haven't gotten a good solution for. Other than that, that's primarily the stuff going on the channel. Over on Patreon, I want to thank once again everyone who has been supporting me. If you want to show your support directly, you can support me here on Patreon. The $1 level is fantastic. If so many more of the viewers on the YouTube channel supported me at just the $1 level, $12 a year. That would be a tremendous boon to me, keeping the channel afloat and me continuing to produce new material. And it's not that much, out of anyone's wallet. It's a couple, a meal at a fast food restaurant these days, some coffee a few days a week, a couple days over the course of a year, 3 days over the course of a year, something like that. And it goes a long way to supporting the channel. It also moves us closer to the current goals that I have. Right now, the next goal up is basically turning the yearly Patron's Choice Let's Play into a permanent feature. So in addition to the other normal Let's Plays that I have going on, there would also be a Patron's Choice Let's Play going live every day as well. So if you're interested in that, interested in having more direct input, do consider supporting me on Patreon for that reason. And it shows your support, keeps the channel going, that sort of thing. It really is pretty valuable. And you'll get a spiffy gold name on the Discord. Yeah. You want that. For those who want to join the Discord, links are up here on the channel page. You can go to my blog, you can go to Discord, Twitter, Patreon, and Twitch. Links are, of course, in the description below for all of those things. The monthly multiplayer I'm not going to do this month. Interest kind of waned a bit. It wasn't as high as I expected in the first place. Like, I started off with games that allow dozens of players, Crusader Kings 2, Stellaris, Imperator Rome, and I really only got a few people interested, and every month it was the same small group of people primarily. So um, I'm kind of wondering if there's a way that I can change things around for that. Feel free to express some thoughts below. If there's like a dozen people saying that, oh yeah, I really wanted to do it, but every time you do it, I can't join in. I'm too busy that time. I might consider altering what day I do it on from month to month or something like that. I don't know. So feel free to share your thoughts below. Some of the videos have played well on the channel, but if there's not enough people playing the game, it's not as I feel it's not as fun and interesting. I want a bit larger groups. So feel free to share your thoughts below. Next month, I'll probably do another Crusader Kings 2 multiplayer just to see what kind of response there is. See if we get some more people. Otherwise, I may go bi-monthly or something like that. Just, I don't know. I'll need to think about what's a good way of doing it. So this month, I'm gonna hold off for now. We'll see what happens going forward. I've certainly enjoyed playing them, and like I said, they got they get pretty good views, but I would just like to have a bit more interest in the game in them. So that's something to think about. Again, as always, I want to hear your feedback. Feel free to leave comments below. Let me know your thoughts. I kind of need the feedback to change things when things aren't working. So definitely do share your thoughts. That's primarily it with regards to the channel. Over on my blog, and I'm on the wrong page, I have a new deity, Dungeons and Dragons deity. While it is written for 2nd edition, it does, most of the information doesn't have anything to do with rules, and the rest of the stuff should be pretty easy to adapt. So you can use it in just about any edition. All of the deities there. But this month is Naharra the Mother-Mare. This is the final member of a group of 4 centaur deities. Showed up in a kind of a combined article from 2 submissions back in Dragon Magazine 105. So really old. Back in the 80s. Probably older than many of you viewers. And all it was like a single sentence that mentioned the 4 deities and what they were, like God of Strength, God of, etc. And I've expanded them out to full Faiths and Avatars formats. So there's a lot of information here, kind of draw from historical contexts, historical deities, fictitious deities, and just my general imagination. But do check them out, and as always, if you find any spelling, grammar errors, anything like that, do let me know. I try to find all that stuff, but the human brain is pretty good at mentally fixing things without you consciously realizing it. So do let me know if you find anything like that. But read over the deities, or if you enjoy reading about fan-created Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I got a lot of stuff up here. Click on the Monster Mythology update link, and there's a big list of deities covering well-known and not so well-known deities. In addition, if you find the playlist groupings here, just a little bit too big, a little bit too bulky, or you're going through the all playlists or something like that, I do have a list. It's periodically out of date. I usually only update it every few months, so it is missing a few things. But it's, especially for the older stuff, it's the easiest way, in my opinion, to find the older stuff. Everything's categorized, all the names are written out. You can just scroll through and see exactly what I have played and in what categories and stuff like that. So do take a look at all of that and use this resource to get to any playlists that you're having trouble finding. I do periodically get people saying, "Oh my lord, I didn't know you played this," after they say, "Hey, you should play this game." And I'm like, I have already. So, yeah, do use the resources available to check out what I've already played. I have no problem with people saying that I should play something and me coming in and saying, "Oh, I have. There's a playlist for it." It just does amuse me a little bit since the resources are available, but YouTube has some user experience issues, shall we say. So I've tried to make some other things available, easy to make it easier to get to them. So please do use them. That's pretty much it for this month. I don't think there's much else to discuss. Oh, I should actually mention, I haven't made much progress on creating the mod that I'm going to make for Crusader Kings 2 for the Zerfall charity stream, MS Bike Ride charity stream rewards. So it's still going to be a little ways off before I do that. I will absolutely get it done this year, though. So, keep an eye out for that. I'll make the mod available for the other reward, the other supporters of that charity stream, or just anyone in general if they want to enjoy seeing if they can conquer, me and the other donators. It's always fun to see that kind of thing. But do keep an eye out for that. If you have any suggestions on like modding tips, if you do any Crusader Kings 2 modding, feel free to let me know, because I have no real experience with it. I've been looking over the documentation, and some of it is pretty arcane to me. And my goal is to just make a really simple mod, just inserting these people in, giving them some land, and that's it. So I'm not going to be doing any event modding. I'm not going to be doing anything else like that. I just, the simplest thing that I can possibly do to get my goal done is what my plan is here. So, yeah, if you do Crusader Kings 2 modding, feel free to, drop me some tips, drop me some lines, link me to some resources that maybe not the easiest to find or something like that. I would definitely appreciate that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, continuing to watch, leaving the likes on the videos. It really does help keep them high in the search results. Liking the videos, leaving the comments. I do enjoy reading comments and browsing through them. Thank you all for all the support. Thank you guys for coming out to the streams. It really does mean a lot. And thank you, of course, for supporting me on Twitch or Patreon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys, and see you in the next Let's Play or the next channel update. Or over on Discord. You can always come over and chat with me there. Talk to you later, everyone.